always like maybe like 10 seconds to pop in.
Yeah.
And then I just get rolling because awkward silence is always fun. But yeah, I'm super excited to have you, man. Appreciate taking the time to do this.
Appreciate you having me.
All right, let's get set up. Let's do this thing. All right, what's going on, y'all? My name is Jay Faith, and this is Right Mind Wednesdays, where we just sit down and have a conversation with people and allow people to just learn and grow from experiences of actual people, real people, right in your face, and just be able to grow and expand your knowledge on whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in your life. Make sure that you follow us: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that fun stuff that we know and love and have on social media. Um, every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. We're trying to get in here and just have these simple conversations. So make sure can't even talk today. Make sure you stay tuned in on what we're doing. A lot of gems that are being dropped here. Super excited to have all these guests that we have. But tonight we have another amazing guest with us tonight. He goes by the name of Tyler Gifted. Tyler Gifted, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, man, as one can possibly do.
Yeah, I feel that. Feel that one.
How's things going on your end? Like, what's like recently?
Recently, I'll say since the start of 2022, man, I've just been so focused on marketing, content, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Just
I see those
working
TikToks.
nonstop. Yeah, trying my best. I mean, my recent ones did pretty decent, and I'm like, okay, so it's just a lot of work. It's like a full-time job. So that's really what my focus is at.
Yeah, I feel like it keeps expanding on the things and the platforms that we have to keep as artists that we have to keep kind of like attaching ourselves to. Like first it was Facebook, then it was Instagram, then it was YouTube, and then it was Twitter was mixed in there a little bit. Now it's TikTok. It's like how many more places do we have to do things for and get content for? Like sometimes I could just feel like it's overwhelming, and it's just like where does the line stop?
Yeah, especially with the metaverse now. Oh God, you
Man,
got to learn the metaverse. So,
I can't keep up anymore. Sometimes I'm just like, yo, I'm just stick with one platform and just excel at that and just kill it there and then just
yeah,
don't.
I stick to two, and that's TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, that's kind of my go-tos um,
Yeah,
platforms. I just feel like those, I don't know, they just work for me, and it's just how it goes,
they
man.
definitely work, even though Instagram has its days, but especially
For
since
sure.
2021. But
Yeah.
TikTok's algorithm allows you to reach a new audience without having to pay.
Right.
That's why I
Yeah.
like it a lot, but you
Hmm.
got to stick to a niche. So if you go viral, you got to keep similar content until you
Yeah.
grow enough following where people are like, all right, I'm a fan now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like you said, the way it's evolving, you got to keep up. You got to keep up with it.
Yeah, battling that algorithm is tough. Like I watch videos on videos on videos of like just Instagram marketing in the sense, not in the paid side, but like just the engagement piece and like
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to navigate that. And it's like like every time I watch, it's like something new is being added onto it.
Yeah.
Like use hashtags, use it in the caption. No, put it in the first comment. Have this many letters. Like it's like it blows my mind how quickly it changes. It's just like just give people a chance, man.
Yeah,
Just
it's
give.
crazy. It's like even in 2020, like my Instagram really grew, and it was effortless for me. It
Mm,
was so effortless. Like I started getting a lot of likes, like hitting the 300, 400s, almost 500s,
dope.
thousands of views. And then 2021 came, the algorithm changed and it just dropped. Like even now I look and only like 5% of my followers actually see my posts.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's
What
like
were what were some of the things that you were doing to kind of get the views and the
I
and the
was
likes up?
I was actually so I started taking Instagram a little more serious in 2019, 2020. And I actually started posting high quality content, high quality photos, high quality music videos, more, creation. I didn't do as much as I'm doing now. We're actually showing more of my funny side and all that kind of stuff, like,
Hmm.
goofing around, but keeping it serious. I was just, having fun with it. And people were just attaching to it And then I don't know what is really based. I feel like it was at that point because the algorithm was based off quality content
Mm,
even more, because now, some things that go viral isn't high quality, like the way it looks and
yeah,
presented. So yeah, I feel like that's what really helped me. And like I said, 2021 came and it just changed. So I'm like, all last year I was trying to relearn this thing. Like, how do I do this? Like, what
yeah.
times do I post? Like, my best days right now, Monday 4 p.m. Like, I write them down. Like, wherever I get the most reach and engagement, I write it down. Now, because that's
Hmm.
what a lot of things, um a thing that a lot of people need to understand, especially as artists or just creators in general who are trying to run a page to actually see some growth, is you need to set goals and you need to write down everything, every single thing.
100%.
Okay, Tuesday isn't a good day at this time, this time, this time. You got to experiment. Sometimes you're going to take a loss, but leave that post there because, the next day you'll probably get more likes and stuff. But
Hmm.
it just comes down to really studying. And then I always hear your target audience, but that's very hard to find sometimes. Like, you got to have it in mind, but if you don't have that target audience in mind and your times right, your posts right, the content they want to see, you're not going to see growth. Thankfully, I'm starting to see growth because I'm pushing different things, but it took a while, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's especially when you get so like so in depth with it and just so good at it, and then they're like, "Ah, sorry, like we're gonna." It's
Yeah,
like,
it broke my
it's like
heart. I
they,
was like, come
it's like
on.
they really don't want to see me
Yeah, I
grow in
was
this,
like,
you know.
it's the they. There's
Hmm.
that group, the they. That's what they
Yeah,
give. They
for
don't want to
sure.
see when they see. I feel like that's what it really is. I don't want, because you never know if they watching, but it comes to the point where it's like that you're on the right track, but you feel like something is gatekeeping, and
Hmm.
it's like why? And sometimes it's because you could be a threat. Not just me. There's plenty of people who could be threats to the social media community in a good way and
For
grow
sure.
without the help of investors and all this stuff. So it's hard to deal with. Like I said, it when my thing dropped, it kind of hurt me, and I was like, damn, I got to sit
Yeah.
here and study like most of 20 after the summer of 2021. I was really just focused on studying. I was studying every single day. I was studying
Hmm.
more than I was actually creating because I already have a catalog of stuff unreleased. So I'm like, let me study, writing down notes.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, one before we started was 1 minute you can learn something from hear something from someone who's a marketing expert, and then the next marketing expert is counteracting what they're saying, and then you're like, oh my god, like, where do I go
Yeah.
with this?
Which one do I believe?
Yeah, and then you try them both, and they're both lying. Okay, you know
Yeah.
what?
Right. Thanks. Yeah, I definitely think there's like those gatekeepers. Like I see it all the time on like, like TikTok, oh, account got deleted at like, 15K followers, something like that. I'm like,
Mhm.
how does that happen? Like it unless obviously like you put up stuff that you shouldn't.
Yeah, of course.
I some of them like aren't even like that, and they're like, oh, like I had like 100,000 followers, and they just like deleted my account.
Yeah, it
Like,
brings it back to a dude I seen one time. I guess he went really viral on TikTok, grew a crazy following because he was on like a boat or something, and
mm,
you can hear what he didn't even actually put it inside the writing that people in the comments did, but it sounds like mermaid sirens. They call them sirens because the way
mm-hmm,
they scream, like it sounds
yep,
like siren. So he's in the middle of a boat in the middle of the water, obviously nothing else around, and you hear a siren
mm-hmm,
from under them, like like if it's coming from the water. And his video ended up getting taken down. Then they ended up deleting all his social medias, like it just randomly, like he lost everything, and it was just so weird because he people were like, oh, it's because he's actually, and then like he's actually giving out the truth right now. There's something they don't want him to know about, because then he
mm-hmm,
actually, before everything got deleted though, like he posted that video. Then he ended up doing a video after he said he was driving and someone was following him and literally totaled his car. trying to kill
Dang.
him, and then
Dang.
it was getting crazy, and I was like, oh,
It's like
yep,
stuff
that's
you.
yeah. It's like when you're powerful, they don't want that. They don't want that, and it's ridiculous.
It's like
It's
stuff you see in those TV shows, like those political shows where they just like manipulate
mhm.
everything to fit their agenda, and if it doesn't, they just like take you out, and
Done,
and you're like,
done.
wait, what? You're like,
Like, wait, what? Yeah, nah, it's crazy. I feel like it's sad, and then the only thing is we don't have you know, the physical proof, but it's like
mm-hmm.
we know the shadow ban is real. You
Yeah,
don't want
oh,
to tell us. You don't
100%,
want to tell us that,
100%.
but the shadow ban is real. Instagram's probably like, oh, you're getting a lot of engagement without paying for ads. Nope.
Yeah, we want you to pay.
We want you to pay, and then you pay for ads. Nope, we're still not giving you nothing. We're giving you
Mm-hmm.
bots. We're giving you sex bots because that's what they do. Whole bunch of random sex bots all up in it.
Dude.
And then the sugar mamas in your DM talking about, I want a sugar baby. And you're like, yo.
I know. I look at like my story and like you ever like if you
Yeah.
go to
When
your
you
story and
scroll
then you scroll all the
down,
way to the bottom
and
and
I
then you just
always
I'm like
see, oh my God, now I see
I'm
multiple
like
pages
who?
of the same girl. And I'm like, poor girl. They're probably just using her pictures, but it's multiple accounts of the same like Latin girl. And
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. And I'm just like, yo, what is this? Like I'm seeing things that like I don't be looking up this crazy stuff on it. Like, what are you talking?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I seeing this?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then
I'm like
even
I
when
don't look at that.
yeah, even when you see the bigger profiles posting, and then the comments, oh, like I might have seen one and I just replied to it because it was so funny. But it was like, why do men go in the bathroom after watching my video? And I like in their comments, and mind you, this is like on Snoop Dogg's page, like people's page like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just in there like, what was the point of this? Then I comment
Right.
like nobody's going, and like this isn't the post for that. Right.
Yeah,
And then you'll
exactly.
see another three posts with the same thing, and I'm like, yeah, this is ridiculous. This is crazy.
Yeah,
I
people
don't know,
just
the bot world, because like even with my video from TikTok, the one I just posted, the one with the boxer and stuff,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that one, like I didn't put no promo on it, and it was doing great. I mean, it still is, and it was organically hit 3,000 views, 400, almost 500 likes. I gained a good amount of followers all yesterday, but then I noticed some of them were bots, and that's organic. So I was
Right.
like, why are the bots everywhere? And it's
Right.
a bot when you click on it, no videos posted, they're following a million people.
Yeah,
Like,
I get those all the time, and I'm like, it just like it confuses me so much. Like,
yeah,
especially the
man.
people that follow me on like Instagram and stuff. I'm like, how did you even find me?
Yeah, literally,
Like,
it's the
where?
hashtags, but it's
Yeah,
the
100%,
hashtags.
hundred
Because
percent.
I know I used the app, but I was like $60 a year, and you want me to pay up front, but it let me get a free trial, and it was like hashtag expert or something, and it gave me
Mm,
hashtags for my content, like what
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
content I do. So the first time I used it, I actually gained real followers because I think I used the right ones. I feel like when the bots come, it's because you're using banned hashtags. The only problem is
Mm,
they don't tell you they're banned.
right. You
And
just
I
keep
was learning, yeah,
scrolling through.
like new music, that's a banned hashtag. Follow for follow, that's a banned hashtag.
Mm.
And it's like just like when you put hashtags, DM us right now, this is fire, when you literally just posted a picture.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
automatic. It's
yeah,
automatic. It
literally
blows
once
my
you
mind.
post it and it's just DM us right now. Oh, get verified today for I'm like, I know that you can't pay for verification. Like,
Right. I found out. So I'm sure you probably know in Instagram, like you can go in and in the for your settings is the comments. There's like specific words that you can put that will be
oh,
disallowed when you
that's fire.
post. So I put like in there like verified, DM me, share on such and such page because I know. So then now when I post, none of those pop up because they're like banned words that are allowed in my comments.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
So
No, I see that. I never thought of it though.
it eliminates like the the 10, 15 comments that you get of DM us on World Star. Like, no,
Yeah.
World Star doesn't care about this video or
At
this
all.
picture of my pizza that I just posted. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no possible way.
And I don't care about World Star no more. It's 2015.
That too.
And for
But
real. Especially
that's
even there's a lot of bots now. Everything's bots, man. Everything's bots.
yeah.
And it's crazy. Like, a lot of the big pages who did lose engagement, you can tell when it's bots. Like I said, one
Mm,
time I was scrolling on Snoop Dogg posted, and I wanted to be the first comment.
mm.
Like, oh, hopefully he sees it because I'm the first one. So by the time I was even able to click to go in the comments, there's a whole bunch of bot comments, like
Mm,
500 bots, and I'm like, yeah, even the people that we think are so big on social media, like the bigger artists and stuff, a lot of it's fake. Like the
it's
fake
probably just
views,
paid
yeah, paid. Like there's people who
just to
will do
keep
it.
it.
You could go on Fiverr and have people get you fake likes for $10.
That's true. That's true.
Like it's
That's true.
crazy.
Plenty
It's
of
crazy.
places. So just
Hmm.
be authentic as possible, man. Just be
Yeah.
authentic as possible, and just. I mean, I think the real fan, the real listener, the real supporters will definitely be able to filter out that the real genuineness versus somebody that you could tell is just like paying for
Yeah.
paying for followers and stuff, and
Yeah.
and you notice it too when you go to their follower list and it's like the first like 300 are like Indians or, and I'm not trying to discriminate
Yeah. No, of course,
in
but that's what it
anyway,
is.
but you just see it, it's
Foreign
just
countries.
foreign countries and it's like the same for moving down. So
Yeah.
it's like, dude, like we know,
Yeah. It's
we know,
like
we know.
when the 2021 algorithm switched, I ended up having to because I had 7,000 followers. Because I'm not gonna lie, I fell victim in like 2018 for buying followers just to hit 10K so I could swipe up. And at
Mm,
that time, I was already at 6,000 organically. So I bought 4,000. Then in 2020, I was like, nah, this doesn't look right because the engagement compared to the followers.
that too.
So I literally deleted all 4,000 and I went back down to six and then grew it to seven. Then this year, well, before this year, but 2020, like the end of 2021, I decided, like, okay, because the algorithm's messed up. I'm like, how am I getting 50 likes with 7,000 followers? I checked on this website and that literally checks your page and tells you if you like if your account is either active, fake followers, or ghost followers, or active
Mm,
followers. And it
mm,
told me that my account was like 15% real. And I'm like, nah, there's no way, bro. I had this since
yeah.
2013. And then I went in from 7,000 followers and unfollowed so many ghost accounts. I had accounts that were actually fans at one point that don't use that account anymore.
Dang.
So that messes your algorithm up. So I went from 7,000 like 600 to right now, like no, to 3,800. Now I'm at 4,100 something or
Hmm.
4,200. So I had to
Yeah.
rebuild it. But I put my pride to the side and was like, the follower count could look good to some, but the people who know, like say if A&R is watching you.
Hmm. Think we might have froze. I'm just gonna give him a second, see what happens. But I definitely agree with what he's saying. Hopefully it comes back. Hopefully it's not me and I don't cut him off as I'm talking. Um, but yeah, for those that are still watching while we kind of sort through this, dealing with technology, people, it happens. But yeah, people are gonna recognize what the real deal is. Hey, I think we got him back.
Yeah, there you go. Nah, yeah, I was like, wait, you froze. I was like, wait, where you go? But yeah, people notice that. Like, if you have 7,000 followers but getting 50 likes, do you really want people to, you know, take out those followers who aren't engaged? And you have to, because you
Hmm.
want the ones who are actually going to show you love and engage with you. There's people with 300 followers who are bigger than you think.
Yeah, it's like I've seen pages like that. It kind of blows my mind sometimes, and I kind of want to pick their brain a little bit, where they maybe have, we'll say like 1,500 followers, but then their posts get like 6,000 likes, and I'm like, wait, how, where is that
How?
coming? Where is
How?
that coming from? Is that authentic, or is it one of those things like do you just have that reach where it just extends that far just because of the way you promote and put stuff up, or is it
Hmm?
or is it, you're paying for it. So, sometimes I just want to pick these people's brains and understand, because again, it just doesn't look right to me. Like on
Yeah.
the flip side, you have this many followers, but then you get this many likes, or you have this many followers and then this many likes. There,
Yep.
there's some disconnect in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's why when I started noticing the engagement go down, I was like, I gotta remove these followers, even though at 7,000 they weren't fake, but they were inactive. You know, it's the art of perception. But the art of perception could also be a negative thing. Like, yeah, I'm making myself look bigger than what I am, but then I'm throwing a show and only nobody's coming. Like,
Right.
that's not what you know. That's not what you
Hmm.
want, and it's crazy.
And
That's
that's what
crazy.
that stuff shows. People think that they can just have this fake presence, and it's not gonna come around. It's going to, one way or shape or form. Like you
Yeah.
said, you can't tell me you have, you know 2,000 local followers and then two people show up
Mm-hmm.
to your show. It's an unrealistic number.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes no sense because at least 300 would show up. 400.
Exactly.
A
Exactly.
good, at least 10% of them. So
Exactly.
it's like, yeah, that's ridiculous.
For sure. So let's get into to Tyler's music. What has been like your motivation as far as, like, the creating music? Like, what is the passion? Where does the passion come from?
Wait, you froze.
Am I frozen? Or you? Because you're frozen on my side. Again, gotta love technology. See, your internet is a little bit lower than mine, but it could be me. Who knows?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I see
Yeah.
your, like, because I can see, like, the internet connection. Like, yours, like, randomly just, like, drops,
That's weird because mine's showing
and
that
then you.
on my end is saying full, like on the bottom.
Yeah,
But
that's weird.
so you were saying what's my with music?
Yeah, like, where, what's like the motivation? What's the passion, that you put behind it, and creating what you do?
So honestly, I mean I'm very versatile. So I feel like as an artist, a lot of the time I can tap into different, you know, zones, like make bops and stuff like that. But my main passion for music really does come from pain, experience of pain, betrayal, heartbreak, dealt with a lot of bad
Hmm.
relationships and not finding love and actually tapping into my zodiac of being a Gemini and feeling like I've always had two of me, multiple me. Like,
Okay.
I really always felt like that. Like there's Tyler LaFond, which is my real name, and there's Tyler Gifted, two different people. And I just feel like that's where my passion always came from, is just like this pain that's inside of me of always trying to make others happy and not, but I'm not happy and just getting betrayed when I'm doing nothing but good for people. And that's where it comes from. I would say pain. Pain, like I try not to be too negative on it, but
Hmm.
a lot of pain experience helps me create. Like I could create a really good song if I get in a bad breakup, or if me and my
Hmm.
girlfriend have a almost falling out. Like I can write, or just something with like just anything that can inflict pain in you.
Yeah.
I end up writing. Just like stress and all that stuff really helps me create, and I don't. I guess that's where the passion comes from. Just knowing that no matter how much I'm going through, pain wise, I'm pushing and I'm gonna keep
Hmm.
going because it's not gonna stop me. Because why am I just gonna sit there, and give up on everything because I'm hurt? No, I'm gonna utilize this because someone else out there to relate to me.
Exactly.
But I do sit here sometimes and make my happy songs, the bops, the party songs. But
Of course.
my favorite songs are like doing like this real, like that song this real, you
Hmm.
know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and demons. Why does my thing keep dropping?
Yeah, I feel I was having this conversation with somebody else too, and it was kind of the same thing. Like, we do have those little boppy songs that we do, but where we just find, like, the deepest inspiration is through those pain songs. Um, that just allow us to just fully express. It's a weird thing to be able to fully it's a weird thing to be able to fully express how we feel. And we it's weird for us as artists how we tend to go for those pain ones versus kind of the happier ones where we're able to just literally like let out everything. It's such
Yeah,
a weird concept.
yeah, it really is. But I feel like that's, when you dig deep into your emotion, that's the thing. I'm not scared to put my emotion out there. I really
Hmm.
make music off emotion. And it's crazy. That's really where the passion comes from.
Yeah, I feel like you said, I think people just connect to it so much more in a weird sense than there's a time and a place for the the bops and the happy stuff. But I feel like, I don't know, to me, like the timeless, the hard hitting stuff that just really sticks with you is that music that just takes you back to a very specific point.
Hmm.
That the happy stuff is, it's just, the dance parties and whatever, just the happy moments. But again, I feel like we have a weird sense of enjoying the pain, um,
Yeah.
in order to in order to share the music, both as an artist and as a listener.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
It's a
sometimes the pain is a pleasure.
Yeah, it's weird.
And
We're
then when
just weird people.
yeah, for real. Hey, you probably got the people who don't deal with that. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't
Right.
like the pain. I don't like
Hmm.
it. Now the pain
Hmm.
gives me fuel, gives me motivation.
No, for sure. Yeah, it's I don't know. I still try to understand it, and then at the end of the day, I'm just like, eh,
So we are.
just just keep rolling with it and
Yeah,
just keep putting out that stuff. But I mean, it helps
definitely.
us. I'm sure you can attest to it. It helps with the mental health of things and
Yeah.
being able to just have an outlet to be able to let it out.
Hmm.
You hold it in too long, it's gonna just tear you to shreds. Versus, again, we're fortunate enough to have music as an outlet to just unleash hell
Yeah.
where we see fit.
Oh,
And it and
almost dropped on
it's
that.
it's a healthy way in a sense. We're not harming ourselves. We're not, you know, doing anything that is hurting other people as well, in a sense. So, it's a beautiful thing in itself. I feel like there's more beauty in being able to do something like this with music because of the overall effect that it gives.
Yep. No, that's true. I agree with you 100%. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful disaster. That's what it is.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely the words for it. Um, yeah, I was kind of looking up some things. I see definitely, family is definitely an important thing of yours. And
Hmm.
just what you stand behind. How does that influence like the music side of things, like, and kind of the, whether it's the balance, whether it's the, you know what goes into the music, as far as, like, family being, very important to you.
Well, the way I look at it is like if people took a step in my shoes, it's kind of like being a father of two daughters and having full custody for one. That's a big part of my family. Like I have full
Hmm.
custody of both my daughters. So it like gives me this motivation, like I have something to push for this dream. Like not only for myself, like someone said it before, they're like, oh, but you got to do it for you, not be for anyone else. But it's like, no, I have to do it for me and my two little ones that look up to me. Like,
Right.
especially with my oldest daughter, she likes my, and like, dad, when we're rich or when we're famous, like, stuff like that. Or dad, I'm
That's
not a
dope.
princess, I don't have a castle, I'm gonna get you that castle. That's like that
Right.
motivation. And then it comes
Hmm.
down to the like with family, could be a big thing. Me and my like, mom and dad. Obviously, I've been around them my whole life, but me and my mom had a hard time communicating at one point. So we ended up having to go to therapy together so we knew how to communicate because, you know, it's just how she was brought up. It wasn't about showing affection. And then the same
Right.
with my pops. Like it was the same thing. It's just more tough love. And I feel like I was always different in that aspect, but now, everything's getting
Gotcha.
better, growing a bond. They're supporting my dreams more than ever, you know.
That's dope.
So it's dope to have that kind of system, like that support system around. And it was just crazy because I didn't always have that. So that's why
Yeah.
now I bring it into my music. Like I like to speak about it. Like when I said like in this reel I mentioned it, Can't wait to see my mother's face when I make it. And that's mainly me saying like I just can't wait, even if it's obviously I want it to be a proud face, but even if it's like
Yeah.
oh shit, you really did it. So there was a doubt in your mind, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to see your face when I make it.
Mm-hmm.
Because in general, like
Yeah.
when I make stuff happen and having a family, because they depend on me. My kids depend on me, My
For
girl
sure.
does her own thing, but she believes in what I do and pushes me. So it's like I don't want to let nobody down in my family when it comes down to like friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I can't say I have so many close friends,
I got you. Yeah.
and the ones that are close are family. So it's like having the ones around me that actually push me to do it. That's just a big motivation. So I gotta let it known in the music.
It's important. I think I feel like it's like a good sign of relief to know, especially the people that are very close to you, that you live with, that you are surrounded with on a more consistent basis,
Mm-hmm.
that are really there and in support of you. I know a lot of artists that their family isn't, or there's people that, again, loved ones that just really don't support their dream, and it can make it very challenging because you start to question a lot of things. But
Yeah.
having family, I mean, family is important. I've always said that, um, when it comes to my own music, in the sense of too, I mean, I pray nothing happens, but I mean, music could end up leaving me, tomorrow, for whatever reason. Knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't. But you know, at the end of the day, like, I could still have family and people to fall back on, and just know, like,
Mm-hmm.
this didn't work out, or again, something happened where I can't do music anymore, and just know that they'll always be there through it, and to help me
Yeah.
through it and through that process, and get me through that next process, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like such a refreshing feeling to just know that.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. But then it comes down to like, appreciate you, Highway. It comes down as well, like certain songs that really ain't out yet, but there's times where I speak negative on of like family situations, and it's not like what I consider my family. Like I said, is the ones who are really close as friends. My mom,
Hmm.
my dad, my kids, my girl. But my grandma. I do have like my dad's side of the family. Well, my stepdad is what I call my father because he raised me since I was
Gotcha.
2 years old. So that's my dad. And then my biological father, met him once when I was 17, met the family. Long story short, I felt the vibe. It wasn't it. And oh, damn. And basically, like, I always felt like this negative energy
Hmm.
from them. And I'll notice like they didn't believe in me. And then certain family members on my mom's side wouldn't agree with my lifestyle or what I do. Like, if I'm a smoker, oh, that's a problem, stuff like that. So it's like I feel the love and I felt the not like the having no support for certain family because you would expect like hoping to get your whole family, what I mean? Yeah, let's get it,
Yeah.
he's gonna be something. But then like it's just funny seeing my grandma, who's almost 70 over here showing her older friends like, oh, my grandson is making music, he's doing amazing. The only thing we don't like is like in his video he had a gun, but stuff like that. But it's obviously a
Yeah.
prop because they know that's not how. But it's for the storyline. And
Right.
then my mom, like my mom's side, other side of the family, I don't really talk to like that. Oh, we don't like it because of this, and it's just like, man, like if you're gonna support, you're gonna
Yeah.
support. So like, I
Right.
do talk highly, use family as motivation, but it's also the negative from certain family and the positive from certain family.
But I think I mean, you say that, but I think it's motivation either way, because in a sense it's almost like, and I could be wrong, but I just think of it like this, is like it could be motivation to almost like prove them wrong. It's like, no,
Mm-hmm.
like what I'm doing is really valuable. It's important. It's maybe not what you think it is,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna prove it to you, and I'm not gonna let you stop me from doing that.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, because it's just some people don't see the vision that you see, and it's just some like when it comes down
Gotta love technology, man. That's all I gotta say. Gotta love technology. But yeah, Mike Young definitely agreed. Just gotta be you. Self motivation is definitely important. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now as we take this momentary pause. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat tuning in. Appreciate all of y'all comments, everything. Um, and that's the support people need is people that know who Tyler is and can show for the true person that he is. And the value that he brings not only to music but just his family. Those things are just super important, and everybody needs that. So, shout out to y'all for tuning in, supporting, and just being there as
ever.
true fans.
Well, hold on. Did you still see me? Because it froze on my end.
Yeah, yours froze on my end too.
Yeah. So, what were you at? I was saying something I forgot because I was like trying to fix this.
I'm trying to think because I know you were talking about, obviously, we were talking about discussing family,
Why do you keep
value,
doing it?
the value in family and everything. Yeah, I see it dropped again. I see it on your side. I don't know if it's mine too. He's a hard worker and deserves all the love and support. Yeah, it's great that people recognize that
Closer to the Wi-Fi.
word.
I don't know why it's doing that. So we're talking about like closer to certain family, right?
Hmm. We'll see. Maybe it is me. I don't know.
It says I got full service. That's so weird.
That's
Every
so
time I'm
weird.
talking, it's just like,
Blanks out.
yeah, it's probably because I'm on the phone. Oh yeah, so yeah, I was saying something too. It was a good. I forgot. But what were
It's
you
all
saying
good.
before it froze?
No, I was just kind of congratulating people and as you freeze again. But yeah, we're gonna figure this out. I promise y'all.
All right, I turned Wi-Fi off. Let's see if this.
Mm,
What's up? Yes.
it's a little better, yeah.
Can you hear me? All
Yeah.
right. Jesus. Yeah, I forgot where I was with it. Honestly, I lost it.
No, you're good. No, I
I
was just
forgot. I was saying
commenting
something
on.
important too.
That's how it always happens. No, I was just commenting on, a lot of the
Always.
people that are in the chat right now, just supporting and validating the good character that you have. And I said that's so important, not only in the music side of things, but just as a person and you know
Yeah, I
and
try
stuff
to,
like that.
yeah, that's my guy, Mike, right there. He works at Circle K. It's my
Okay,
guy. Yeah, and then Highway New Era Records. It's one of my guys I'm featured on his project.
dope,
He
dope,
supports
dope.
me heavy all the time. Highway Job.
It's important.
But yeah, like I said, the close friends and some families negative, some families positive, but I utilize it all. Gotta utilize it all. Oh,
Yeah,
it's just crazy. Really
it's that
crazy.
motivation. Yeah, we were talking about the motivation of family, maybe not seeming like they support you. So using that as motivation to just prove them wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Cause the thing you gotta expect that. You the hat is fire. You gotta expect that. And it's not. You gotta prove a lot of people wrong because we're doing. There you go. That's what I was thinking I was getting to. Is just like when you're not doing something that small minds can see. That's how I look at it. A smaller mind can see is like you're crazy because it comes down to what I was really gonna say before it froze 7 times was like, I almost forgot it again. But they won't believe it because they don't see it because the vision in their mind just doesn't exist. And like for me, I'm the only one in my family who is chasing this kind of dream.
Mm,
I'm the only musician, so I can't that I know of. I can't sit here and say, yeah, my great uncle's brother was, or just my great, just something. My great grandfather was a guitarist. Like, no, I really don't know. It just happened. And I got to
yeah.
prove people wrong because, not a lot of people in my family, I don't have millionaires. I don't have super successful people. Like my mom does very well, but, she's
Hmm.
still grinding hard and going to school. And, you know,
Right.
I got to be the change for all that, you
Yeah.
know?
I feel that. I feel
And
that.
it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's like feel this weight on my shoulder, like can't fail.
Yeah. It's like, um,
You say you see the comment. That comment's
yeah.
funny. The
Hold up.
interview so
I
real, the
got you.
Wi-Fi ops can't handle it.
Yeah. It's those banners. It's the banners we were talking about
Yeah, it's the
earlier.
they. It's the they.
It's that they're trying to stop it. They want to stop us from revealing this very very valuable information.
So Shamika, appreciate all your love
Uh,
and support.
Absolutely, absolutely. There was something I was gonna say too, as you were talking about. Something about proving people wrong. Yeah, it's hard to introduce something to new to people and for them to believe in it that they just don't understand or haven't been surrounded by. So I mean, definitely attest to you just the struggle of trying to really show like this isn't some type of hobby or thing that I'm
Yeah,
just doing just to pass the time. This is something that like literally like
it's, yeah,
flows through me.
yeah. It's not a hobby either. Like
Yeah.
I think about this every day, even when I'm working. Like I picked up a little, a 9 to 5 that's paying really well, so I can invest into my dream. And like this is so random, but like let's say the district manager met me yesterday because yesterday was my first day at his new job, and she's like,
Mm,
"Oh, where did you used to work?" I told her I was working at a legit audio engineering studio. At a studio as an audio engineer because I also audio engineer. Like it's one of
right.
my many talents. Is it like a super passion? Like I know I'm an artist, but I do love engineering, but not to a point where I want to put my artist to the side. But basically, she said, "Oh, so if you're working here, just know you got to forget about all that music stuff." And the general manager looked at me because he makes beats, and he's like, and then when she left, he was like, "Bro, you are here for a paycheck to invest into your dreams and pay your bills. Do not listen to what she just said." I was
Word.
like, "Come on, bro. I'm never gonna listen." And he's older. He was like, "Man, I got my own LLC. I got a business. I'm just working. This is extra because where I'm working, they're paying really good. So I'm
Dope.
just here for the extra paycheck." And
That's
yeah, that was just crazy. But a lot of people, will think like that. And it's like, do I want to be in her shoes in 20 years, working at this job as a district manager, not really happy. It's consuming my whole life and I'm miserable in reality when I go home.
right.
No, because like I've had people say, "Hey, that's a like, oh, do you have any other hobbies?" I take that as disrespect. Like, this is
Yeah.
not a hobby for me.
Like, can you find something better, basically?
This is not a hobby. Yeah, like, do you have any other hobbies besides that? Do you play like playing video games is a hobby
Hmm.
for me. Some people do make money off of it, but for me, it's a hobby. Making music is a career. I'm just trying to build it from scratch.
Hmm.
No, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
Just like I always say, like too, I have no team. I'm my manager. I'm my own vocal coach, my own booking agent. Like I do everything alone. The only thing I have close to a team is my My videographer,
Mm.
because I don't do that alone, you know. But
Right, right.
it's just crazy. And the reason why I don't have a team is because a lot of people don't believe in it. They treat it as a hobby. I'll have ideas and goals, and you got to stick around like-minded people. Because if these people don't
Exactly.
believe in what you're doing, it's just gonna hold you back. No matter what lane you're in, doesn't only have to be music.
For sure. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, it's
Got,
crazy.
got some
You
new
know, we just
music
got to keep
dropping tonight.
pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12
100.
a.m. Demons.
Word.
I've been pushing
Word.
that song for like a month and a half, 2 months now.
What's up?
Been
That's what's up.
pushing. That's where all the TikToks are on. That song. But yeah, I'm trying to see, I'm trying to build this organic fan base, show people you could do this without having to, be extra or think you have to fit in.
Hmm.
That's what I'm learning is like stop trying to fit in, stand out, be you. Because there's a niche and there's a fan base for everybody, no matter what
Yeah.
lane you're in. Like I said, this isn't only just about music. This goes with everything. You want to do
For sure.
makeup,
Yeah.
there, the type of makeup you do, there's a
There's a
fan base
place.
for it.
Yep. Oh
The
yeah.
clientele, there's people
Many
who love to look up makeup tutorials.
and many different
What are you
styles
gonna say?
too. I mean, no, I was just gonna say there's many
Yeah.
different styles too. Like you can even expand just makeup in itself. Like
Hmm.
people do from the weird to the extravagant. There's plenty of room somewhere in there for you to fit
Um,
in there as long as you do it right. And
as long, yeah, of
you're
course.
just
It's crazy how I
genuine,
turn.
genuine with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy how I turn my Wi-Fi off and it's not tweaking as much. Um, all this money on Wi-Fi, man. All this money on Wi-Fi
For
for what?
what? For what? For
For
sure.
what? I remember when Wi-Fi was like $30 a month. Now it's like 100.
Just to get Wi-Fi. Like I
It's
don't even want
crazy.
I don't want cable. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want the extra packages.
Literally,
Like I
back then it
just
used to be
want
you get
Wi-Fi.
everything for 120. Now I'm paying 130 just for Wi-Fi. Bro. It's crazy.
Don't make sense.
But
It's the
yeah,
ops.
man.
It's the days.
Doesn't it doesn't for real. It doesn't. But yeah, man, we just gotta keep pushing. That's really what it comes down to. We need to keep hopefully other people keep building outlets such as yourself and these kind of outlets that give us a chance to express ourselves.
It's important. It's just too many people that just give up too quickly, and we you can't let the ideas of other people, as long as your ideas are realistic,
Yeah.
you can't let other people just stop you like that. This just I see so many people that are just like, oh, like somebody said this, like I don't know if I want to rap no more, or I don't know if I want
Mhm.
to start that business no more. Like, dude, like just do it. If it
Yeah.
fails, like let it fail on you putting every single thing you have into it, and it just doesn't
Hmm.
work. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
don't let it be because you just got disheartened because somebody said something to you. Like,
No, that's the truth, man. That's the truth. I
you
used to
know.
be one of them people, but now I'd be like,
Hmm.
damn, why don't I get no dislikes? Can I get a negative comment? Like,
Right.
can I get a negative comment so I can go back to the drawing board and make them change what they just said? Like, I used to be
Hmm.
so bad when people give negative comments or a thumbs down on YouTube, but then I'm like, nah, I need that. I need that. Like, you need that. No matter what, it's a fuel, like to keep going.
Hmm.
That's why
And it's just
some, people clapping.
no, I was just gonna say you need that criticism because it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's beneficial too because it's like, okay, so what is it that maybe I'm quote unquote doing wrong that I could maybe fix, like, or maybe like
Yeah.
catch your ear, or get your attention. um in that
Yeah. Like
sense,
if
the
you're
the
giving me a
constructive.
yeah, but like if you're giving me a negative comment constructive, I respect it. Now if you're just there, oh, you're trash. I understand. I will work harder. But why do you think I'm trash? If you could give me a logical explanation on why you think I'm not good, by all means, because maybe it's just not your type of music.
Right.
Someone I remember one time said that, and it's one of my dope songs, and they were like, "Oh, everybody thinks they can rap now," and I'm like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I will try better. I will go harder on my next one. Never
Hmm.
responded to it because they're expecting, oh, you hater. Oh, like, nah,
Right.
like, I only consider it hate when you're literally just, oh, I think he's corny. Why? That's all I want to know is
Explain.
just why. I'm not disagreeing with you. You could feel how you feel.
Elaborate. Just
Like, it's
elaborate.
crazy. It's just, can you give it? Yeah, it's like, why? I want to know so I can, if I could fix it, I will. If I can't, if it's something about me as a person you don't like, I understand. That's cool. I can't change you because I'm not changing me. So,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly. So
yeah,
so
man.
now for the moment of truth. So one of the things that I like to do just before we, as much as I hate to for wrapping up, one of the things that I like to do is ask one final kind of specific question, and that is, what is the best piece of advice that you have received thus far?
The best piece of advice I have received this far,
Thus far,
like in the
like,
sense of like what I'm doing or just in general.
it could be what you're doing, it can be in general, like what is just like the best piece, that thing that like just kind of stands out or maybe like motivates you every single day.
Honestly, it's literally just like when somebody said in here, my guy Mike, be yourself. Be yourself. Because for so long was like I was always me, but I was hiding certain aspects of me that people would genuinely like. Like, that like
Mm,
let's put it this way. I'm hanging out with my friends who know me personally. Damn,
mm-hmm,
bro, you're funny as hell. I would hide that. I would hide that from the world because I'm trying to be serious and professional. And yeah, I'm a music artist. You're gonna know me for Tyler Gifted, and I'm talented. But then I'm like, then that makes me come off kind of cocky and have no type of depth to me at all.
mm-hmm,
So I was told, yo, just be yourself more. Be more of you. Give the people you who you are. Not in that's not just with music. It's just like, for this job I just got, my girl said, because I tried to get another job before that, and they turned me down. My girl was like, just be yourself. And I literally went in there and I'm just, who I am. I'm just, not trying to be too, yes, how are you doing today, ma'am? I was being myself, like how I really am. And
right.
literally got the job on the spot. Can you start tomorrow? Yeah, let's go. Like, and that was really the best piece of advice was just be yourself. Like, why am I gonna hide myself? Why am I gonna hold certain aspects of me and like me being, like I said it, like I'm starting to say it in more of my new music no one's heard yet, but like with me dealing with being bipolar, me dealing with, you know, being an overthinker and all that stuff. Like I can't sit here and act like everything's peaches and cream when, there's a dark side. There's a dark side to the sunshine. Like, just be yourself. That's really the best advice I've received. Be yourself. And it's just so
Absolutely.
simple, but it's so powerful. Like having people tell you, sorry, I don't know if that was loud. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Um,
You're good.
just having someone tell you, especially as someone that like I've heard it from someone I know, heard it from someone that doesn't know me. And they're just like, be yourself. Like we feel like you're hiding something of you. Like you're just hiding something. Like, what are you holding back? Why you seem so shy? And it's because I'm not being me. I'm not comfortable.
Mm,
Like, people could feel that. And now, like in my videos and everything, I feel me actually giving that and just in every aspect of life, people are really liking it. Yeah, really liking it. And yeah, so be yourself. If you're out there and you feel like people won't accept you for being you, and just be you.
they ain't the people for you.
Wait, did it freeze? Okay, no. Yeah,
No, you're good.
yeah, they ain't the
Yeah.
people, Not everyone's gonna like you. That's what I'm learning too. Everyone's gonna like you. You can't expect everybody to like you,
Nope.
but you're not made for
No.
everybody. You're not made for everybody.
Nah.
Be
But
you
it's like
24/9.
it's it's like we mentioned earlier, when thinking musically is when you're yourself and you're showing kind of your true colors, you're able to connect more with people.
Hmm.
People that maybe suffer from bipolar, then they're like, oh, this guy like understands, like, how was he able to get through it? um just different things, like people that love comedy, you're able to connect with those people, and it just makes, again, for that just better personal connection, as artists, or again, just people in general. Again, it doesn't have to stem just from music, but just
Hmm.
in meeting people in your everyday life. If people just see you as this like uptight, artist type of thing, it's not sometimes it's not approachable.
At
And
all. Yep.
but if you're just like, happy go lucky, or again, just being your true real self, people can feed off of that, and
Yep.
it just benefits you so much more.
So much more. So much more, because then you're gonna see, you get to, everything comes to light, and you're like, all right, so these people aren't meant to be in my life. These people are meant to be in my life. I'm comfortable doing this more than I was comfortable doing that. It's just,
Hmm.
it's crazy. Just be yourself all the time. Don't let this social media and this, these fake personas and images make you think you're no better, because even behind the camera and with social media off, these people aren't even being, not like, like the higher ups and all that stuff. They're
Hmm.
really not being their selves. And a lot of them are miserable because they're not their selves.
Hmm.
And I'd rather, I refuse to do that. I'd rather be myself now, so later when things get hectic,
Hmm.
I don't have to go through this transition of changing who I am again, or becoming who I really am when I was giving everybody somebody else.
Facts.
I'm not an
Facts.
actor. Can't act. No,
100%.
I'm not trying to be an actor. Only
Right.
time I do that is when I'm in my music videos, when I'm acting. But I'm still giving you who I am. I'm just giving a different perspective of
Exactly.
it.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. Wise
This is
words,
a great
man.
talk. This is a great talk.
No. Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate it. We could definitely go on for hours on this, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh, but definitely
Definitely.
appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Everything that you do. Really quick, anything you want to shout out? Anything that's coming out? What you got cooking up, real quick?
All right, now I got Demons dropping at 12 a.m. tonight on all streaming platforms. I want to give a shout out to my guy in the comments right there. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the comments, which, is my people right here, and support me crazy, especially Highway Jai. He's dropping a new album. I'm on the project. Great. I actually produced the project, but I'm also featuring on it. I want to give a shout out to you for putting me on this and giving me a great outlet to have a dope conversation. And I just want to tell everybody, just keep believing in yourself, keep being yourself, keep going hard, and don't take no for an answer. You need to go crazy. You need to. Life's precious, and time is very precious.
Amen. Amen to that. And again, appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Make sure you follow. Think I'm pointing in the right spot. Not only Right Mind and myself, but also It's Tyler Gifted. For anybody that's watching now and you are not following, which you're crazy not to follow, or if you're watching this later,
Yeah.
please make sure that you follow everybody and stay tuned again for more stuff. Definitely love to have you on again in the future. Continue the conversation and just keep expounding on some of these great things that we could just keep going on and on about.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. I'm with it.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Um,
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyler Gifted. My name is Jay Faith. This is Right Mind Wednesdays. We'll catch you next time. Take it easy. What's up?
Take it easy.